Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Jenny and I have a website called mybritneyspearscollection.com. This is Cosmopolitan magazine from February 2002 titled Backstage with Britney. As you can see from the front, it has a picture of Britney in this gold top on a pink background, and the words Cosmopolitan and the title Backstage with Britney is in bright orange. Under Cosmopolitan you can see it's from February as well. Now the way these women's magazines usually work is that they put big words on the front like sex or something like that, and then they put a picture of Britney. So obviously if you're looking through this on a magazine rack really quickly, you see the word sex and you see the word Britney, so people might associate that she's talking about sex or her sex life. On the spine you can see it's the British edition from 2002. So when you open up the cover, it does say from psychic powers to bedroom secrets, pop superstar and Cosmo cover girl Britney Spears reveals all. Before I go through it fully, I just want to let you know the following. Firstly, I'm not a huge fan of the pictures in this magazine or the picture on the front cover. I don't think they quite look like her. I don't know exactly what's happened, but something to do with her nose and the way that either her makeup is or the lighting is. It just makes her nose look very strange and it almost doesn't look like Britney. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think of it down below, whether you think these pictures are flattering or not. Before I go any further and show you more about the actual magazine, if you are new around here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell. It will give you a notification of when my next video comes out. And I also want to mention that this item I actually did let go out of my collection just because I've got quite a few magazines and this was not my favourite. So the picture of Britney on the outside is a girly picture, and then when you go on the inside she's in this black outfit with this black hat. Again, I would say that picture, it doesn't quite look like her in my opinion. I don't think it's the nicest picture of her. I won't go through the whole article, but I have slowed it down here just in case you want to try and read it yourself. If you've seen my other videos where I've gone through articles and magazines about Britney, it's very sex orientated and it's very what she looks like orientated, which is not surprising because at the time she was one of the, if not the most famous pop star on the planet. So a lot of her articles and pictures are very sexually orientated, and that's a whole other thing that I won't get into just yet. But even though there's another woman interviewing Britney and it is in a women's magazine, there's still a lot of comparison about what she looks like. So I'll just read you the first part. It says, Backstage with Britney, international sex siren and pop superstar Britney Spears meets Emma Elms backstage to talk about her love for Justin Timberlake, her mysterious psychic powers and her temper. Security is tight backstage at the Pepsi Center Stadium in Denver, Colorado. In 3 hours time, Britney Spears will be performing to a sellout crowd of 18,000 fans in the middle of her 31-day US tour. And at the next part it says, waiting in the room full of staff, I'm about to meet the diva herself. Suddenly in she strides, her low-slung bunches bouncing, her eyes nearly hidden by a black cap and a tiny frame encased in hipster jeans and a tight long sleeve white top that shows off her impossibly pert bust. I mean, it's just things like that. Then it goes on about meeting a psychic who said that everybody will know her and you're going to be this huge superstar. And then it says, you consider yourself to be psychic, and says, yes, my mum and I are in tune with things like that. Maybe it's genetic. Then it goes on to say how 2002 is going to be her biggest year yet. She's in an appearance in Austin Powers 3 movie. She has her own movie out called Crossroads. It says, I looked at a lot of scripts, but I wanted something I was really passionate about. Crossroads isn't some cheesy teen movie. It deals with serious issues like date rape and eating disorders. It's a heartfelt movie. So then again, they talk on to about her tour and then her boyfriend at the time, Justin Timberlake. So I'll just go through it here so you can see what kind of things it's asking. I don't tend to buy women's magazines anymore, so I don't know if they're still along these lines, but here you go. At the top it's got a picture of her and Justin Timberlake, who was her boyfriend at the time. Got a picture of her mum and her brother, and then just a picture of her, which these pictures are more like her. So there's only actually a cover photo and that one photo of Britney in here. So as you can see at the bottom there, it says, another question Britney has had enough of is being a virgin. Before I interview her publisher warned me, don't ask about her virginity. She's 20 now and it's always the same old question. Point taken. So instead I asked her what she loves most about Justin. So it's not really I wouldn't say this is a full in and out interview with Britney. It's just sort of a rehashing of what's happened to her over the last couple of years. They ask her things like, what's your least favourite part of your body? What's your weirdest experience with a fan? And how does your little sister cope Jamie Lynn, we cope with having a famous sister, and things like when did you last act like a bitch. So there you go. I will just go through this again a bit slower. I'll play it here. If you want to pause it and read it, feel free to do so. The rest of the magazine is just normal women's magazine rubbish, really, to be honest. I mean, if you like Cosmopolitan and you read Cosmopolitan and you read it nowadays, I'm assuming it's along the same sort of lines, but yeah, it's not the best magazine in the world. So there you go, that is the Cosmopolitan Britney Spears cover from February 2002. So I hope you managed to read a bit of the article, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. What do you think of these sort of magazines? As always, I'm over on Instagram at Britney Spears Collector, and you can visit my website, mybritneyspearscollection.com as well, if you do want to see any more of my collection. But until the next time, take care. Bye guys.